Hello everybody, Neil here from the Four Corners, and welcome to a review on 71746, the Jungle Dragon with 506 pieces. Now, as for the context of the Jungle Dragon, most of it is pretty mysterious without the actual season at hand, but we do know the name is Zippy, and it's from this mysterious island that the ninja are venturing to in these boats. Believe it or not, from what we've seen in the show, the dragon is actually 10 times more crazier over there in animation than what it looks like in the set, and that's saying a lot because it already looks pretty crazy right here. Let's take a look at the minifigures first and then get into the main build. Starting off with the bad guys, we have one of the generic foot soldier designs, and he's called the Thunder Keeper. He's wielding one of the amulets in his hand, and there's one to collect in the series. There's one white spear, just like the Rumble Keeper from the Jungle Chopper bike, and the basic torso and pants throughout most of the keepers. In case you're curious, that's how his face looks under the mask. He has a very wide smile right there, and that is the back of his head. I love it when LEGO does a print on the back of the head when they can't really do a back face print. It really just brightens up the whole thing. Next up, we have a pretty tall one going by the name Pull Eric. He has two knife-like weapons, and the fun fact about him is none of this is actually exclusive. While he is a exclusive minifigure as a whole, you can actually recreate him if you have a Thunder Keeper, a Rumble Keeper, which is the two heads he's using, and also the generic torsos. The only pieces that you might find hard to find is this dark green ninja mask and also the dark green stud. But other than that, if you have those pieces, you can actually recreate this figure with your own parts. Finally, with the good guys, we first have Zane. While he's not really the most accurate figure when you translate him from the show to the sets, by itself, he's pretty awesome. You get the titanium hairpiece, which is fairly new. There's one titanium arm, and then his usual bow and arrow, which I don't really prefer. I like his shurikens more, but it still looks pretty good on his island suit. Here's how Zane looks from the back with all his stuff on, and how he looks with the quiver up. I really love the silver and the little bit of light blue that they're using here. Really brightens up the whole minifigure. Lastly, we have Lloyd, just like in the Jungle Chopper bike. The only different thing here is that he's wielding a bone for the Jungle Dragon. As for his alternate face, that's how it looks. Again, a little bit of determined but kind of frightened expression, and it's kind of how his back looks with all the armor on. But that's it for the minifigures. Now it's time to look at the main dragon. So with the Jungle Dragon, I'm going to say something that I've said many times before, and that is usually Ninjago dragons try to be grand and wise, and that's how it's been for many years with so many Ninjago dragons released. But finally, something breaks out of that mold, and whoever's idea it was to make this dragon look so crazy and awesome like this was pretty genius. Ninjago has definitely experimented with various different head designs. We've gotten brick built, fully molded, and my favorite, brick built and a little bit molded, which is the best way to go with the dragons. I really love this thing. You can open the mouth to reveal its little tongue that's built in there. Close it. This is my favorite mode because it just shows the tongue sticking out. I really love that. Really exquisite printing here. I can just show you that gold, it just shines, and that's a sticker, but you know, very cool head. Then there's also some chains on this guy's toes. That's stuck here just a little bit, but you can tie that down to a stud and make this guy look trapped. As for the wings, you can make it look like this, and that puts it in more of a flight position, but I think the best way is to do it like this, and that gives it more of a just normal dragon look, because I don't think it's going to be flying in the show. As for the tail, it's able to swish around, and this is brick built. It doesn't use the usual molded piece to make all these swishable tails. The best way to hold it is from the middle, and it's already a pre-bent back, which is a little interesting, and then all I do is I can just swish it around like that. Doesn't really attack minifigures because the tail is way too high, but that's much appreciated. I can feel the life in this tail. I really love that. And then the saddle is able to be taken off and put back in. You can choose which one you like more. It really depends on your opinion. And that is pretty much it for the dragon. Now it's time to look at Zane's glider or catamaran, depends on which one you want to go with. So this is the little mini vehicle for Zane, and they brand it as Zane's glider, so it's supposed to fly. But in the show, Ninjago fans know otherwise. This is supposed to be Zane's little mini boat or catamaran, because technically you can see some small pauldron sticking out. And that's supposed to be something that's supposed to go on water. And I think this is the best inclusion because it's something that Ninjago fans actually want. Everybody wants Zane's boat, especially since it actually has a role in the show. So you're getting two desirable things. You're getting the Jungle Dragon and this. It's just not a throwaway side build. It's something that people want. Overall, my initial thoughts on the set was that it was kind of boring, and this was the least favorite set that I actually wanted out of the season 14 sets before I got it. But after I got it, this has to be one of my favorites so far. I love everything you're getting in the set. I love Zane's bow. I love the fact that they give you a bone, they're giving you Polaric, which is cool to get. And also the Jungle Dragon is basically the summary of how far Ninjago dragons have come. The way that they built the tail, the way that the legs are made, the saddle and how it's able to be taken off and on, the wings that are just kind of decoration here, and also the best version of a dragon head for Ninjago. Thank you for watching this video reviewing the Jungle Dragon set for season 14, and as usual, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.